Y'all ready? Okay, it is 5:30, so we will convene the Wednesday, November 15th, 2023 Planning Commission meeting. Ms. Ruth, would you like to call roll?
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman Miller,
Here?
Chairman York, Vice Chairman York, sorry.
Here.
Commissioner Mendel.
Here.
Commissioner Salazar Garza.
Here.
Commissioner Munoz.
Here.
Commissioner Matagi.
Here.
Commissioner Lerma is absent. Commissioner Hedrick.
Here.
Commissioner Budd.
Here.
We have a quorum to conduct the meeting.
Thank you. Moving on to item number 2, public comment. Ms. Ruth, would you like to read the rules?
Thank you, Chairman. Citizens will be allowed to attend and make public comments in person at City Planning Commission meetings. The public is invited to speak on any agenda item and any other items that pertain to the Planning Commission. Comments are limited to 3 minutes. If you choose to speak during this period, you will not be allowed to speak again when this specific item is being considered in order of the agenda.
Would anybody like to make a public comment on anything other than, or anything that is not a specific item on today's agenda? I see none, so I'll close the public comment and move on to the approval of absences. We have,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
I move that we approve the absence of Chairman Miller and Commissioner Watagi.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Moving on to the approval of the minutes.
I'll make a motion, we approve the minutes for November 1st, 2023.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Same sign. Motion passes. Moving on to consent public hearing, possible action items A and B.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Andrew Demas with Development Services, reading in tonight's very lengthy consent agenda. Item number 2, it's a conditional recommendation for conditional approval for Flower Bluff Estates Unit 2, Block 5, Lot 7R. This is a replat of 1.08 acres. Both staff and the Technical Review Committee recommend approval as the plat meets all requirements other than the one conditional item regarding a future sidewalk waiver. But other than that, meets all the requirements of the UDC and Texas Local Government Code. Item B is a time extension for Mostagassee Acres, a final of 30.28 acres. And that's tonight's consent agenda. If there are any questions, I'd be more than happy to address them.
Commissioners, does anybody have any questions or comments for staff? I see none, so I'll open up the public hearing on the consent agenda, items A and B. Would anybody like to speak on items number 2 or 3? I see none. I'll close the public hearing and entertain a motion.
Motion to approve items 2 and 3 as presented.
I second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Moving on to the director's report.
This Friday is the Development Services Task Force meeting. It's at City Hall 6th floor conference room, and it's going to begin at 10:30. So it's a little time change.
And we also have a briefing tomorrow.
Yes, that is correct. Our joint City Council Planning Commission briefing will be November the 16th at the American Bank Center, 1901 North Shoreline Boulevard, 2nd floor of the Water Garden Room A. And it is concerning the impact fee and the land use and master plans and the capital improvement program.
Thank you.
Nina, is that a formal meeting, or is it just a?
Yes, it is agendized, so it is a formal meeting.
There's no action to be taken, but we all shall be there with council with bells on.
Yeah, it's officially a workshop session.
Okay, thank you. If there's no future agenda items, I will adjourn the Planning Commission meeting and commence the Beach Dune Committee meeting. Ms. Ruth, would you like to call roll?
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman Miller,
Here.
Vice Chairman York.
Here.
Commissioner Mendel.
Here.
Commissioner Salazar Garza.
Here.
Commissioner Munoz.
Here.
Commissioner Matagi.
Here.
Commissioner Lerma is absent. Commissioner Hedrick.
Here.
Commissioner Budd.
Here.
We have a quorum to conduct the meeting.
Okay. Moving on to public comment. Would anybody like to, same rules apply, would anybody like to speak on any items not pertaining to the single item that we're considering tonight? I see none, so I will close public comment and move on to the approval of the absences.
Motion to approve absence for Commissioner Munoz.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Approval of the minutes.
Make a motion that we approve the minutes from October 18th, 2023.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Moving on to consent, public hearing, discussion, possible action, item number C.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Again, for the record, Andrew Demas with Development Services. Tonight's loan item number 5 is a request from Admirals Row Co-Council of Owners for a dune walkover. So it'll be a 250 long new dune walkover that will replace an existing dune walkover that's there today. The reason for the replacement, of course, is age, damage over years of hurricanes, and the new one is to be widened from 5 feet to 8 feet to improve, of course, ADA access and the mobility of their residents. All the comments from the Texas General Land Office have been satisfied. The applicant is also in the process of receiving a dune protection permit from the Nueces County Beach Management Access Committee. Staff recommends approval.
All right, does anybody have any questions for staff? Will you be able to drive a golf cart over it?
No promises, but I think that's one of the things they're looking for. There are a few landing areas to provide some traffic, so I have a feeling, yes, but don't quote me on that.
Just general questions, sweet. Okay, with that, I will open up the public hearing for item number 5. Would anybody like to speak on item number 5? I see none, so I'll close the public hearing and entertain a motion.
Motion to approve item 5 as presented.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Director's report.
No report.
All right, and if there's no future agenda items, I will call this meeting adjourned.
Record time. Look at you.
Ta-da! 7 minutes.
7 minutes, 2 meetings?